You're listening to the voice of IWA Flip here on Interfed Radio. Welcome to Sounds of the Revolution, Trash Talk Edition. In studios, we have Commissioner Sean McAbee and Brandon Madden. Yo, yo, yo. What up, gentlemen?
Yo,
Ready to
yo.
get some trash talking.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, I think when we split these shows, I think we can keep the focus a little more. And I mean, obviously, with all the commissioner stuff that we do have going on, it's nice to keep it in one show. So like that, if somebody wants to go back, revisit, that information, they can, tune in. Those of you guys looking for all the trash talk, all the angles, everything else going on in the league. Well, here we go. Here we go. We got a lot. Oh man. Now, I mean, I hate to do it, but dude, I mean, I finally got my tracks back on. I finally got or my wheels back on the track, I should say.
Yeah, we talked about on the last show that the matches might have been down a little bit this cycle, but the trash talk was definitely up.
Oh yeah, big time.
Oh yeah. Now, uh, looks like Babs trying to go out and she's had her little success with Six Man. So she's trying to focus on on staying with her girls. So it looked like she was about to go burn Frankie.
Yeah,
And
the time has come.
yeah, but it didn't work out that way. It looks like Vlada had other plans, just trying to
Yeah.
either that or Vlada was trying to save her because she knows something.
hmm
And it's like, you know what, that bat was in the hands of Chimera, and you don't know what she did to it. Burning it could set off, set off a world of trouble.
Yeah, you never know.
Oh
And
man.
what's interesting, that's Babs and Vlada. That's that pay-per-view match coming up.
Oh yeah, it looks like it's heating up. I'm curious to see if Vlada just ends up taking possession of Frankie herself just to keep it away from Babs doing something stupid.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that Frankie will be involved in some shape or form during that match.
Oh man. Yeah, I mean maybe the commissioner has to get involved and keep Frankie away from both of them two ladies because I'm telling you. Now, uh, staying on our hopes and dreams, girls. Looks like Gabby's going back at Erica or
Yeah, the
Yeah.
deviant.
the deviant Erica Rockwell. I mean, I know they've had their encounter, early on this year, but looks like uh looks like Gabby and that swear jar just aren't going away.
Yeah,
Nope.
that's gonna continue for the pay-per-view also coming
Yep,
up.
looks like Gabby called out the rebellion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, they're the ones that started it. Let's not. I mean, Gabby,
Right.
she got her what she wanted. She got her little pay-per-view win. To her, that was, that's enough. She knows she's dealing with a tough competitor, but Erica, said, hey, you know what? Gabby and Hope are still, they're not done. We're not done with them. So Gabby's not going to shy away.
Yeah, it should be an interesting match at the pay-per-view.
Nice. Now, this is one that I wasn't expecting. Because I mean, Gabby's, she's been, in the limelight all this time, but Hope, she's always been, just that third wheel.
Yeah,
But
she's kind of been the quiet one.
yeah, I mean, but she's brought home some gold recently, so it looks like, looks like her and Gabby are gonna, is Hope signing versus the Rebellion at that pay per view also?
Yes.
Nice. And she's gonna go against Roxana, I believe.
Yes. So yeah, so far we got a Deviant versus Gabby and Roxanne versus Hope.
Nice. Or
It
or or
was
or,
gonna be a
or,
tag match, but I split it up to singles.
or like Hope calls her, good old Roxy. Good old Roxy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man. She's gonna get pounded. I feel damn it, Hope. Had to open your mouth. Well, speaking of people that don't really open their mouth other than to eat, Slammerella looks like she got some fans.
Yeah, the
Oh yeah,
Slammerella movement is
yeah.
in full strength.
Paper bags all in the crowd. Paper bag mask. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you gotta love it. And then you got these two other young ladies who think that they're the showstoppers, but it looks like the fans are taking to Slammerella, man. Bonita and Lucy better step to the side because the
It's
bags are
crazy
here.
too. Yeah, it's crazy too because they've been doing really good tagging or in the six man definitely,
Oh,
and
big.
you just wonder if they could all get along, how much even more dominant they could be.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. I mean,
But the focus is going to be on Slammerella in the pay per view.
nice. Now,
Yeah,
now I know I know
People.
I know the what do you call it? Was it the Beautiful People had challenged Lucy and or is
Yeah.
that
Well, the beautiful people is against all the ugly people, and everyone's saying Slammerella, is ugly paper bag.
oh
So,
man,
so it's going to be the ugly versus the beautiful
nice.
match.
I mean,
now is
I
that
mean,
going to be just a regular match, or is that going to be in the War Games, or what are you thinking on that, Sean? Or
I'm not
you
for
know,
sure.
hold off on revealing that.
Yeah, it's still working on details right now. There's all kinds of matches going on in this combination, that combination. So
oh yeah, you never know what to expect. I mean, all of a sudden we got a bunch of people in the stands with bags on their head. You got a bunch of you got the souvenir stand selling
exactly. And
voodoo they have the plastic the bag right next to the voodoo dolls for crying out loud. I mean, I can't stand those little red voodoo dolls that they're selling at the souvenir stands these days.
and fans are getting creative on the bags. They're painting the bags with face makeup on the bag.
Nice, I love it.
You're seeing all kinds of creative things going on out there.
Oh man. Now speaking of creative, Boom Splat Splash. What do you guys make of Boom Splat Splash?
And that's that Boom Boom. She's an old character, but she's been inactive for a while, so I guess she's coming back.
Is that Fatty Boom Boom?
Yes.
Aha. Nice. Well, welcome back, Fatty Boom Boom.
All right.
Now, I mean, we
Anybody
had.
complained about if anybody was complaining about having people with different looks in the RWL, there you go.
Oh
Exactly
yeah,
right.
the little people have officially arrived. I mean, I know that was the topic of discussion, and I'm freaking glad that they came back and signed some contracts because I mean, and an instant impact too. They brought
Some
home
Oh yeah,
gold, yeah.
the
Siamese
Siamese
champions.
titles. Nice. And they caused some freaking trouble, man. I mean
Yeah.
that that write up when I was reading that write up, I was like looking around and I'm like, did the whole fucking locker show up or what the hell happened
there,
here?
there
That
was
was
definitely a
Yeah.
awesome.
lot going on.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I mean, if you want a good read, I mean, you want yeah, I mean, go check that out. I mean, you talk about and just the way they worked everybody in without, over, I guess, without trying to get themselves over too crazy, but it was fun.
Yeah. That's like a
Yeah,
locker room brawl right there.
Yeah. Oh, them warrior tricks, I'm telling you. And congratulations on that Siamese title.
yeah, and they picked a good time to come back.
I think so, yeah. I mean, and they brought their whole army. Did I didn't see her, but is are the Riot Girls and Julia back?
I
I don't
didn't notice.
think
I didn't
I don't remember seeing
because that
them
would be a, that
active.
would be a that would be a heavy load if he brings everybody back. If they just like bring back that whole crew from that era. Like, come and get some. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I don't know.
Um,
It looks like they're active. Yeah.
nice.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be some tough competition now. Yeah, I love the crew that's that's gathering. Because if you add
Yeah,
that to someone like the Rebellion,
right.
to the Gores, and you have all that NRA, oh, whew, yeah, yeah,
Well,
get
and not
ready,
only that,
get
we
ready.
had some, we had, yeah, we had some more new people coming in. I mean, we
Yes.
talked about the Order and the PA group that showed up
Yeah, the
the
presidents.
previous cycle, but we also had the Man Brandy Lynch, Alexa Styles showed up,
Yep.
and then we had
3
yeah, the Virus sent 3 people in: Joanna
Nice.
Legs, Wheezy Snipes, and Michelle Tyson.
Uh-oh. Heads up.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I had no idea we had an infection coming.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right.
UANO.
Yeah, we'll take it. Yeah, bring it. Now, I mean, I know the beautiful people have challenged everybody and more, but it looks like the rebellion you know mirrors the same sentiment towards hopes and dreams, where they're going to keep their eyes on Hope and Gabby and kind of keep the fuel on this fire.
Yes. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of beautiful people's challenging everybody. Yes. Trying to place them in the right matches at the pay-per-view.
Oh yeah, I mean, and thankfully we did get a lot of an influx of new characters. Like I said, I know the Blitz ladies are there. We got the rest of the Order.
Yes.
Zest and Palski's there. So because I mean, if you ask me, I mean, this upcoming pay-per-view, I'm waiting for it. I mean, I want to see what's going to escalate with the Gores, with Aya, with Susie now. That story has my attention, and like I said, it has the fans' attentions as well.
Yeah, it's heating
Yeah.
up big time, especially if you read the write-up, the continuing Superhero League RWL story that went
Oh
back.
yeah, I mean, just the way, just the way, just the way it's been transcending from one league to the X. Just
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's
Yeah.
definitely some more of that coming. Another write-up would be in this coming cycle,
nice. Now,
dealing more with just the RWL aspect of it.
yeah, I mean, because this cycle we met in Sano. We met. I mean, some of the fans in the RWL might not be familiar with the cast that we have over in the SHL, but this introduction, I especially like the way Caspian came and went.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, man, it's just
yeah, but they got their own thing they're dealing with now, same as Aya Aya and Susie has their thing they're dealing with.
nice.
So now they're split back up. They're on all separate stories now.
But just that, like you said, just those few moments that they share together is awesome. It's like,
Yes.
oh yeah. Now, phenomenal Alexa Styles has made her way, and she's not alone because she brought her crew, right?
Yeah, her and the Man Brandy Lynch.
Yep.
Yeah. Now see, here's one where I mean you got new competitors coming in. Obviously they got a name that they're bringing from. They're saying they're coming from the LSL.
Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, so they got their little they got their name that they're trying to make. And this is something that happens, Sean, when you take a league and move it into the upper echelons. You're
Yeah.
gonna have other challengers from other federations, from other leagues, coming, in the same way like when we were starting the RWL, where we reached out to anywhere else where there was female competitors, like, hey,
Exactly.
we're trying to set a tone, we're trying to set a name, we are a serious competitor. So you know what, I'm curious to see how these two ladies see if they survive here in the RWL with all the competition. But at the same time, see, hopefully they can make a good name for themselves.
Yeah, I say bring it on.
Oh yeah,
They want top-notch competition, so the only place to go is the RWL.
nice. Now this is the next little part right here in the trash talk. I love how you're doing this. I'm an idiot because I haven't been participating as much as I know I want to. But I know as soon as I get back in full swing, I know I'm gonna get it because once I saw this in the bulletin, I'm like, oh dude, this is coming directly from from our pages. Yeah, exactly. Because I'm like, nice. You know what? And it's just sweet, short, and to the point. It's just kind of like I mean, I always refer to that Saturday night main event promo where it's they just get 45 seconds or less. Like you get 3 sentences, do
Yeah,
it. Like I'm gonna kick your ass because I'm better than you. I'm better than you. No, but
yeah,
in better words, obviously. Like I mean, I always refer to the people that I know like Beefcake, Brutus the Barber Beefcake, or
exactly.
or freaking Roddy Piper. I'm gonna smash your coconut over your head type shit.
Yeah, and
Like
that
what?
they all worked out really well too because it was all nice little short kind of blurps like that. I mean, like
Yeah,
Vlada was like insulted that she had to fight this Brandy Rose that she doesn't know about, and Chocolate Muffin, she was honored
yeah,
to step in the ring with Lucifer.
yeah. And just
And
and
her,
it. I mean,
yeah,
for anyone that doesn't know Chocolate Muffin, I mean, her tone has changed dramatically from the first time she was here. I mean, her and Morena
Yeah.
Loquita are two different people completely. I mean, they really are. Yeah, that anger management that it says that they went
yeah,
through. I mean, it really has shown. It really has shown.
it'll be interesting to see if they can remain cool and calm, you know, as things
Yeah.
go on.
Yeah, now we keep mentioning the beautiful people because, like you said, the beautiful people came in and they cast that wide net. They were going after everybody, and here they are attacking Fear and Torment.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, shout out to the beautiful people for not being afraid of anybody or not fearing anything because like I said they came at it. But now we gotta find them, the right level of competition, and I'm curious as to. I mean, I obviously Rebellion says they're they want some. I know Lucy and Bonita said they don't mind going after them, so they got plenty of takers.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little interesting mix. So
Maybe they face off against Order. Work their way up the ladder.
that's true.
I mean, not
I
not
mean, you
not to
gotta
say
start
not to say
somewhere, yeah.
not to say that the Order is at the bottom of the ladder, but they're the newer of the ladder here in the RWL.
Yeah.
So
Yes. Same thing with the PA, which they haven't really called anybody out yet.
yeah, no, I mean maybe pitting the PA versus the LSL. Did the LSL did Alexis and Brandy have a tag team name, or are they just
I
No,
Alexis
don't
and
think
Brandy?
so.
Oh, okay.
no, they're kind of just single competitors.
Ah, gotcha.
But then we also have the midget warriors, the
There you go.
contender.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about them. See, I'm
We got
already
Jung-
overlooking them.
yeah, we got Jungle Girl here. So yeah, this is gonna be an interesting pay-per-view. That's why I'm not revealing so much now because so much is
Yeah.
changing. We got our core matches and all the kind of little secondary matches here and there.
And I don't wanna not mention it because I know we had that was it with Alexis and Van Gogh?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah,
Um,
Right? So
that's at the pay-per-view also.
nice.
and this pay per view, like we said earlier, it's going to be a lot of fun because the last pay per view, uh, I think Sean did a great job with the matches. Um, but a lot of them, he kind of had to throw some people that weren't really active in there, just to kind of make up the pay per view and stuff like that. Now we have so many active people, so
Yes.
many just great characters. Um, it's amazing what changes in like 4 or 5 months. You know what I mean?
I mean, but
So
that I mean that's kind of like that's the beauty of it, guys, because it's how well you can roll with those changes.
Right.
Yeah.
And
You
it's
know,
fun when you have a great cast of characters you can use. You know what I mean? It makes the whole thing fun.
right? I mean that alone just it adds to the it just I mean not to say that we not to be like all those other pay-per-views were just whatever, but
Right.
we worked with what we had, and in order to like you said, in order to fill the rest of the card, we had to use some quote unquote
Mhm.
lesser active fighters, but
Right.
And that's why I told him to, get that trash talk in here. Start talking, start determining who you want to fight. You know, and yeah,
Yep.
everybody can't fight the same team. So
I want to
uh,
fight
yeah,
Winter Gore. No, I want to
yeah,
fight Winter Gore.
Right.
exactly. So we gotta see what's the most interesting or the continuing feud that's been
Right.
going. And if it's over, then other feuds start.
And I think that's one of the things too
Yeah.
is you're gonna see the continuation of some of the stuff from the first pay-per-view, a couple of the matches, but there's also going to be a lot of new stuff.
A lot of
A
new ones,
lot
yes.
of new feuds.
And yeah, because I'm doing a pay per view every 5 cycles, so we got a lot of things could happen within the 5 cycles.
Oh
And
man,
then
tons.
in between there, like this Valentine's Day massacre, that like little events like that will be popping up here and there.
Little
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 fl-
extra
yeah,
little extras for you. I love it.
yes,
I mean, everyone. If I mean, I get this question a lot from coworkers who, catch me editing these videos, and they'll be like, "Man, is anybody listening to these?" And it's like, well, the people that are in the league, so I'm not afraid to talk freely and be like, "Hey, if you're listening, yeah, I get it. We don't expect you to trash talk every cycle. Would we love you to trash talk every cycle? Hell yeah, hell yeah."
Right.
But at least keep one of your angles moving.
yes,
Whether it's just retaliating or responding to one of the trash talks that we put out there. If an angle isn't going the way you want, reach out to the manager. If you don't know who manages that guy or that wrestler, reach out to one of us. Let us know. Hey, you know
Right.
what? I'm not happy with the way that angle's going. Believe it or
yeah,
not,
yes,
we can work. Like I always like calling. When I'm talking to people on Facebook through Messenger, I consider that like working, in a locker room. Hey, you know what? We're working to make this angle happen. If two people can work, it just makes the game that much more exciting. It makes the continuity, just that much more, better for the entire group that's reading it. Because
and
that's
biggest thing to remember when you're writing up something, don't always make it one sided. You know,
Right.
make sure you make the other people look strong also, and you
oh
know,
yeah, I mean
just don't
that.
like total, like kill them, kind of, type
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, obviously everybody wants to, get over and get
Yeah,
their own characters over, but there's a right way and a wrong way.
yeah, you don't step all over the other person doing it. So you
Yeah,
kind of find a nice little balance,
yeah,
little
and
ebb
if
and flow.
there, yeah, I like that. Yeah, and just and if you are having trouble, maybe maybe you thought you were coming across a certain way, but you're
Yeah,
like, oh, well, this is kind of what I want to do. Well, reach out to us. Well, I
yeah,
know
Yeah.
I'll gladly help, and I know these guys will as well.
Yeah. It's like it's a good mix because you do want to try and surprise some people with some stuff. So you don't want to tell
exactly.
your
Yeah,
opponent everything you're doing, but at the same time, I mean, I'll tell you what, my character that I in the UNL, Ezekiel Crane. Anytime I write his stuff, I send it to Sean. I send it to Flip. Sometimes I send it to Scott Anderson, the commissioner. I don't want him to know too much. You know what I mean? Because
yeah,
I like to have it a surprise. And then like the guy that Ezekiel's currently feuding with over there, I kind of throw a little bit to him. But like I said, not too much. But at the same time, if he thinks of something cool that can add to it, that makes it even
yeah.
better in the long run.
Oh yeah.
which you also leave some spaces open where people could play off it. So that's what you
Right.
got to remember in trash talk.
Yeah,
Yeah,
leave
you got those
leave
moments
some
where you
room.
could, yeah, you got those moments where you could just, you could attack the person, but we don't
You
do
don't
it
need to
all.
attack them every cycle.
Exactly, because you gotta, it's like a boxing match. You take a hit, they take a hit, and you say so. It's a dance basically. Need two people to tango there.
Oh yeah, it works better that way.
Yes.
Unless you're at a rave jumping up and down, then knock
Yeah.
Right.
yourself out. Then knock yourself out. Knock yourself
Yeah.
out.
Oh yeah,
Oh
it's funny.
man.
It's like with your Vlada Babs comment this time. You're like, I think I'm gonna have you know Babs get hit with a bat, and I'm like, hey, feel free to bash Vlada with a bat too. I'm good
Yeah.
with it.
Oh, I was like, well, and that's something that I mean that you gotta also balance out is whether you want to keep your characters quote unquote face or
Yeah.
heal them. Like I mean, like you guys know. I mean, I'm reluctant to turn some characters just to see how long I can keep them on one side or another. But that'll just make that turn even better. It'll make that turn better.
Right.
You just wait till Gabby turns. Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Gabby
Oh,
will be like Hogan joining the NWO.
dang. Yeah. That'll,
She was a baby
uh,
face for so long, and then all of a sudden,
yeah, I almost cried. I almost cried. Like, what do you mean? Why is Hogan? Why is he wearing black now? What?
Yeah. Where did the black beard come from?
right?
Oh man, I love it. Well, guys, like, I mean, again, you've been listening to Sean and Brandon and myself, IWA Flip, here on Sounds of the Revolution, Trash Talk Edition. Make sure you guys tune in, cycle out. Catch what's going on here with us in the Revolution Wrestling League. Till next time, we'll see you guys later.
See ya.